Welcome back to Red Lodge. It's time for Minimoto Elite or Junior LC40, depending on who you speak to, for riders from 7 years of age. The details of the runners and riders on your screens at the bottom and left-hand corners of your screen now. And let's talk you through the runners and riders on the grid for this race. Ross Maguire and Casey O'Gorman will start from the front row. Bailey Stewart-Campbell in third alongside Taylor Lawrence. Ollie Walker and Evan Belford will be on the third from Declan Connell and Ryan Hitchcock. Sandy Horn and Emmanuel Brinton will round out the top 10. A good competitive field of riders this one. There should be a few fighting their way through from the back as well. Josh Bannister will go off the back and he will be very interesting to watch as he fights his way through. But all eyes are going to be on the start between Maguire and O'Gorman on the front row of the grid. Who is going to get the best start? Starters orders now. Wait for it. And we're away. Good start from Maguire. Chops right across on Casey O'Gorman. You are not getting through on the inside line, mate, as he holds on to the lead. Looks like a good start too from Evan Belford, working his way through. I think that's as far as, where is the white bike? Is that fifth? Is that fourth already? It's fourth place. Evan Belford has shot up from P6 to P4, right there in front of Taylor Lawrence, with Ollie Walker giving chase in P6. So Maguire leads, O'Gorman second, Stewart-Campbell, Belford, Lawrence and Walker. What a great start.
Cracking start. And Ross Maguire didn't want to give up the lead, did he, at the start? Swept straight across the right-hand side to cut off Casey O'Gorman, trying to stop him coming round the outside, and he's held on as we come down the banana straight for the first time. That is Bailey Stewart-Campbell, I think it is, in third place. Belford, and then Taylor Lawrence. Looks like Ollie Walker. In behind Walker was Hitchcock, and then Declan O'Connell as they go across the line, top 8.
Yeah, Declan Connell in 8th, just in front of Sandy Horn, Johnny Garnis and Emmanuel Brinton. A really interesting start to this race then out front as Maguire hangs on in front of Casey O'Gorman. Casey O'Gorman may well be the class of the field in Mini GP 50, but he's got his work cut out in the Minimoto Elites to try and beat Ross Maguire. This is going to be a really interesting challenge as they come down the Oak Tree Straight once again. Bailey Stewart-Campbell is not far away either in third place, and fourth, Evan Belford, after that rocketeer of a start, is actually really starting to hassle the top 3 as he works his way through. 6th in the championship at this point, Evan Belford. Good points here will definitely change his form.
But lost a good 4 or 5 bike lengths coming out the right-hander there. Lost a little bit of time. That's Taylor Lawrence on the green bike. Ollie Walker in behind him, then Hitchcock and Connell, and up the inside is Walker for the spot, so Walker through to 5th place.
Sandy Horn in 9th position is getting a lot of attention from Johnny Garnis, I just noticed as they came through the chicane as well. So great battles all the way through this field, but the 5th place battle is really ramping up a pace here with Taylor Lawrence trying to get into that 5th position. He's lost the place, so down to P6. But what is Casey O'Gorman going to do about Ross Maguire? He's been unbeaten since the first round of the championship. So let's see if he can maintain that winning streak.
Yeah, he's literally won all 3 races at the last 3 rounds, Casey O'Gorman. So this is not an experience he is used to in this particular class. But Ross Maguire, he fancies the job today. But Casey O'Gorman is nothing if not a battler. He's going to put him under all sorts of pressure, try and get him to make a mistake. And Bailey Stewart-Campbell not out of this one at all either.
And of course Casey O'Gorman is learning so much by doing multiple classes, as many riders do of course, because they are very different types of bike as well, from Mini GP50 and GP70 to the Mini Motos. You have to ride them in a slightly different way, and obviously because on one race you might dominate, in another race you might have a battle like this. In particular, we're talking about Casey O'Gorman in that context. You might learn quite a lot over the course of one weekend, and it's all good education. In this particular race, Casey O'Gorman is definitely not dominating, and even if he gets into the lead, I'm not sure he's going to be able to pull away.
In 4th place, just coming into view underneath the drone, is the 4th and 5th place battle. That is Evan Belford just ahead of Ollie Walker, but Walker putting him under pressure as they go through turn 1.
Taylor Lawrence has got some pressure as well from Ryan Hitchcock, with Declan Connell still there in 8th position. And here they come, out through the 180, through the sweeper, the right-hander, up towards the left-hander once again. Here are your 3 leaders, still running very well. Maguire in front of Casey O'Gorman, and that's Bailey Stewart-Campbell! Bailey Stewart-Campbell loses it onto the Oak Tree Straight. What a disaster for the 99. The bike just twitches from under him, and that's it, he's gone.
Yeah, big twitch as he came onto the straight, couldn't recover it, and Bailey Stewart-Campbell down from 3rd place. He was going so well as well, and this is now the 3rd place battle. So it's Ollie Walker putting Evan Belford under pressure for 3rd. That's Taylor Lawrence with Ryan Hitchcock, and then Declan Connell behind.
Well, that has suddenly changed the face of this race, and everybody who was behind Bailey Stewart Campbell is now starting to ramp up a pace. This is the scrap we've got at the moment between Sandy Horn and Johnny Garnes. We've lost Emmanuel Brinton from the race action, I'm afraid to say. He has fallen out of the race.
Troy Jeffrey was just in the shot there on the 21
yep,
bike.
And he's battling away with the 96 of Jack Kirsch, so there's some good battles everywhere you look. As Ollie Walker now starting to go for that third position. Taylor Lawrence, meanwhile, has got all sorts of punishment from 5th position as he is working so hard at the moment to keep those two very feisty riders of Ryan Hitchcock and Declan Connell at bay. He's having to work so hard to keep them back. But look at these two. They've now broken well clear of the third place battle. Belford versus Walker. These three still scrapping away. I think that's Lawrence having lost the place to Hitchcock.
He has. Ryan Hitchcock's made his way past. Good riding by Ryan. Here comes Connell down the inside. Can't quite get it done. Gets his nose cut off through turn 2. Onto this little infield section, opportunities to overtake if you can get it right. 43 on the back of Ryan Hitchcock.
Oh!
And Lawrence down the inside and takes that spot back.
I'll tell you what, he's not giving up though as he runs with him. He just has to surrender the place in the end, but that was beautiful riding from Taylor Lawrence. Now back on the throttle. Here comes Hitchcock. He's going to try and sweep on the outside. Can't get the place back, but what a stunning little tussle this is for 5th position.
Fantastic shots from the drone. That is what the drone is all about. Gives you this great overall view of the circuit, lets you know where the riders are in relation to each other. And here comes O'Gorman down the outside, and Ross Maguire putting Maguire under pressure, but he still just can't get past the Scotsman. He is very aggravated, Casey O'Gorman, about that. This is my championship. I've won the last 9 races. What are you doing out front? It's a battle for 3rd place. Belford ahead of Walker, but not for long. Walker's gone down yet again.
Just 1 lap after we lost Bailey Stewart Campbell. Now we've lost, well, 2 laps after. Now we've lost Ollie Walker. What a disaster.
Twice he crashed at Tattershall, and again today he's in the wars. Ollie Walker.
Oh, Casey O'Gorman nearly lost it.
Makes a little mistake there, and look, that's cost him a good 12 bike lengths and cost him the race, Jake.
Well, that is 3 of the top riders in this championship having made mistakes, but Ross Maguire hangs on for the victory. Casey O'Gorman second. Evan Belford is in a very strong 3rd position. Well done to him there, but what a battle all the way to the death. Declan Connell manages to get one over on Ryan Hitchcock and Taylor Lawrence. Johnny Garnes beats Sandy Horn across the line, very close indeed. Troy Jeffrey and Jack Kirsch finish off rounding out the top 10, but what a dramatic end to this race.
What a last lap that was. Ollie Walker going down on the last lap. Casey O'Gorman nearly going down on the last lap.
Ollie Walker crosses the line in 14th position in the end. That is an absolute disaster. Bailey Stewart Campbell brings it home in 16th place, but Ross Maguire is your winner.
Championship points for Casey O'Gorman. Again, massive championship lead as he has in Mini GP 50 from Maguire, Connell, Stewart Campbell and Aidan Davey.